at the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good morning. I guess on my shirt. What's that? Good morning, dears. Good morning, Johnny.
I always have something on my shirt. Ask Christy.
Every time
Cheese puffs.
my wife's name is Elise. Every time she comes in for a hug, I'm on autopilot. I always do this. Make sure there's no crumbs on my shirt, so I don't get yelled at.
The guy thing, I don't know. Popcorn, you name it.
Exactly. Good
Always on my
morning,
shirt.
everyone. So good to have you. I'm going to give you a heads up at the top of the moment. We've already got 161 people. Oh my goodness. It's like y'all want to see us react to Dimash or something. I feel like that's what's
Almost
happening.
like that. Yeah.
Before we begin, a couple things. Number one, I know he has a brand new video music video just released. Apparently it's a comedic video, which is cool because usually we see him very, like serious
More serious. Stoic, yeah.
Yeah, his stoic is a great word, and just, serious in his music and the meaning behind everything. So that'll be fun to watch. We are not going to watch that today. We are going to react to it in the next week or two, so you won't have to wait too long. The other thing I have to tell you is if you see me distracted, looking over to the side, it's because we were just told yesterday from my daughter's school, her 5th grade graduating ceremony on Zoom is today at 9. So we were just told yesterday. So I'm recording that on the side so I can watch it back later. So my apologies.
Richard's stressed. He's stressed this morning.
So stressed out. But you know what you and I dug up this morning that's going to de-stress me? This was given to us from one of the Mexico dears, Laura.
It's got a nice ring to it. It really does.
Sometimes you just need that. Just kind of de-stress.
Nice.
Just a little meditational reset. So anyway, we've lots to get to today. And 2 weeks ago, do you recall we had our 1-year anniversary concert? We had Aggie.
Mm-hmm.
Denise was here. Aggie Aguilera, who dubbed us Bert and Ernie of music reactors. And it just stuck. Genius. Johnny, I think you're the one who said, I think she's, I could just hear her reading me a bedtime story. And everybody in the chat was like, oh, she must be a teacher. She's got such a calm, cool demeanor. So today, very, very excited about this. I reached out to Aggie, and she was so sweet to do this. I had a little chat with AI, and I created a little Bert and Ernie bedtime story, setting up the songs for Dimash today, and Aggie was sweet enough to read it to us. So she's going to set up the songs. So
ask and ye shall receive.
She says, oh, do we have she was asking how much time she had. I said, oh, I need it tomorrow if you can do it. And her response in quotes was anything for Dimash. So
there we go.
So she always steps up. Before we jump into all of that.
Yeah, hit like and subscribe and ring that bell just like that if you haven't already.
Also, please be sure to click on the link below in the description. Oh, wait, it's starting. I have to record. Hold on. Request bypass system. Okay, so that's recorded on the side. And also, please be sure to buy a coffee to help support this page. Become a Thronely member so you can help support reactions just like this and get exclusive access to our Sunday shorts and our Thronely's Choice events, which is going to be tomorrow as well.
For somebody who has a deeply rooted fear of boredom, this is the perfect scenario for you.
And I've got 2 screens. I see her on the screen. She's over there. Anyway. Okay. So we are starting with...
Here you go.
It's going to be a day.
He secretly loves this, by the way.
the torture. Okay, so we have. Is Aggie here in the chat? By the way, I know she's on screen. So if you're here, please say hello. Oh, there she is. Everyone, say hi.
Hey, Aggie. How you
She's
doing?
here, and she's here. She's at two places at once. So here we go. She's setting up our sweet, sweet lullaby story.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aggie, and tonight I have a very special bedtime story to share with you and with my friends Bert and Ernie, but you all know them as Richard and Johnny, who are already snuggled up and ready to listen. Have you ever heard of a singer from Kazakhstan named Dimash? He's a truly amazing artist with a voice that can soar higher than the highest cloud and dip lower than the deepest sea. Dimash started singing when he was just a little boy, and soon people all over the world were amazed by his incredible talent. He's sung in many languages and on the biggest stages. And even though we've heard him sing many times before, each performance feels brand new. Not too long ago, Dimash was a judge on a famous music show called Virtuosos. On this show, young musicians from all over the world come to play their instruments and sing their hearts out. But on one very special episode, Dimash wasn't just a judge. He performed 3 magical songs that took everyone's breath away. The first song Dimash sang was called Autumn Strong. It's a beautiful song that was originally performed by a Chinese singer named Li Xianglan. Richard, Johnny, let's watch it together so you can tell us what you think.
All right.
My goodness. Can we have her on every show? That was great.
There is something so calming about her. I just want to give her a huge hug. You're amazing, Aggie. All right, so here it is.
Yes,
Autumn
that was
Strong.
awesome.
We know the song, of course. We've heard this before, but this is a obviously recent performance. Here we go. Nothing beats a live orchestra. Just
Like the little chromatic runs of the flute gun.
He's got a bandage on his fingers.
离人心像秋意浓，一杯酒，清水泛舟。离别多，也留得指尖离别多。握住你的手，放在身头，我要你记得无言的承诺。
Minor to me.
不把相错过。
I love this tune.
这把你伤痛。也这样站在风中，去残都不用。不把我孤独，这怕你沉默。我出双
Seriously?
How many times do we see that?
Oh, I love the evolution of this song.
Oh, yes.
去见离别多，握着你的手放在身头，我要你记得无言的承诺。不把相思苦，这把你伤痛，别这样正在放手，去三度不由我。不把我孤独，这把你寂寞。我只说离愁。
Little pause here. Amazing song. It is, we've stated, we probably even broke it down a little bit in the past. It's a bit of a blur since we've like 130 or 40 videos.
It's amazing. Yeah, it comes right back to you though. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. His delivery. I mean, let's just put the idea of him being. I just saw coffee's come in. I forgot to put the coffee thing on here. Sorry about that. We'll address that in a second.
Yep.
Him being sick aside, just the range at which he's singing right now is, you know, that lower tenor, higher baritone, very impactful, present, just sensation that he doesn't need to go any higher than the song is asking. I don't remember where this goes, if there's like some crazy note at the end. I mean,
well, here's the thing. I know we're making it sound like it's sort of pedestrian.
Well, no, but it's not though.
I mean that, but it is.
That's what I'm getting to. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So the knowledge of knowing that he's got, 3 octaves to go. So knowing that that's a possibility, what he's doing already is so satisfying in terms of the lifts and the dynamics and the relativity of the range being presented inside of a zone that most baritone tenors would be, I don't want to say maxed out on, but that would be their prime space. And he's just soaring through this like it's nothing.
I know. To make it sound so easy is just disgusting. It's just. Yeah.
I am appalled.
The envy started to creep back in. It's been a while, but every once in a while,
Right?
somebody makes me hate them. No, just kidding. I love him. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, yeah, that the high C5 that is a tough note to sing, and it and yeah, but you get the
He's
whole
just
sense.
floating there.
There's just an ease through this whole song, aided by the wonderful orchestral arrangement, which, as far as I'm concerned, every one of my favorite songs, and I would put this in there too. This song, I love this song. Every one of my favorite songs should be done like this. I just love when it's just the strings.
Yes.
And there's drums in there too, but it's just, I don't know, there's just this soaring quality to it. It's just, you just feel like you're floating. It beautifies everything. And this is a beautiful song to begin with, but it just highlights the beauty so much more than, and I like the original version of this too a lot. Obviously we love this one. But yeah, there's just something about it. There's strings all day.
All day.
Strings all day.
All right, so I'm going to keep hitting play here, and we'll circle back to the coffees. Thank you very much for them coming in. We'll read what you guys are saying as well. Absolutely. It's not just a gift. He works at what he has.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
的季节里别多，握着你的手放在身头，我要你记得无言的承诺。不把相思苦，这把你伤痛，连这样正在放中，聚散都不由我。不把我孤独，这把你寂寞，我只说离愁。
I love those melodies because it's so foreign to my ears, like just the way the notes work together.
Yeah. Definitely steps down more incrementally.
Sorry, I want to back it up. Explain that, if you would, please.
I don't know that it's a different scale so much. It's just the way that it's.
Yeah, not a different scale in the sense of they're different.
Slides differently.
Yeah.
So it's so actually go back to it real quick if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I can
Happy to.
try to break that down.
Is it quarter notes in there, or is it just the way?
I mean, it could be. What my ear's picking up is it's still it's mainly the Western scale. It's just so instead of da 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 da, instead of going ba da 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 da,
Right.
it's the way you're scooping up ba da 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 da.
Yeah.
It's like that.
That's like a style thing that you don't hear in like Western pop music.
Not so much.
R&B. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely got a unique flavor to it, and whether it's just coming down from the da 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 F to the E flat, which is a full step, da da
Right.
da, or if it's closer together, da 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 da. It's like hard to pick
It's
out.
like that little
It does have
Yes.
a sort of an exotic flavor to it, which
exotic to our ears, anyway.
exotic to our ears. Yeah,
Yeah.
um,
No, I just love that.
yeah. No, this
And
is great.
you guys are reiterating that that he's sick throughout of this, but honestly, the only time I hear him being sick is, and I'm sure it's because you guys told me he is. Like I can't help but listen for it.
I
It's
would have
not
never picked that
obvious.
out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
not
would
like
have
an
never.
obvious tonal change. It's clearly Dimash. He doesn't seem limited, but in the parts where he's more passionate, his voice is he's got more of a cry to it, and that sometimes happens when you're not, whether it's allergies or head cold or flu, whatever. In order to secure the pitches better, sometimes we add more air pressure, which can be fatiguing, but he's only got 3 or 4 songs this entire set as opposed to doing like a 2.5 hour gig. So he can afford to push without hurting his voice in any way for this periods of time. So that might gives it a little bit more of a cry or a plea built in. Sometimes that makes for a better performance that he wouldn't have done if he was feeling great. That happens.
Yeah, sometimes you can up your game to try to compensate for it.
Absolutely.
说离愁。
I love that.
Oh. Beautiful.
Yeah, I love how connected he is with the orchestra too, and he's changing his delivery.
Just gonna say that, yes.
What he normally does. So he's totally in sync with this different approach to this song, and he's laying back a little bit more. He's just got a little more of that floaty feel, and he's I think he's just super present, super
He's
connected
present
with what's happening.
even when he's done singing. His bow, his stillness. He's so good at this. We saw this when we saw him live too. It's dramatized to a point. But that's what you do when you're entertaining, right? You're on stage singing. So,
Right.
But part of it is that stillness is very powerful, and by design, just as a performer, he knows this, right? He knows that the power of movement, visual, reactionary or responsiveness with the audience. But it goes deeper than just being still. So you could just see it in his eyes. You could see it with his entire body language of his
You can energetically
presence.
feel it. You can
Yes.
energetically feel it. When
It's not just
somebody's
I'm going to
really
be
locked
still
in,
and wait for applause. It's he's connected. It's
Yeah.
deeper than that.
It's palpable, yeah. This song is just great too. It's just really well done. It's just beautiful, simple melody, but
Well, don't just
super
play it,
effective.
Johnny. You have to sing it.
that
That got very Kermity. I'm not sure what happened there.
There's so many songs about rainbows.
Oh, love it. All right, before we jump into, we're continuing Aggie's story, by the way. The clip at the beginning wasn't the only one. She's going to set up each song. But before we get there, Johnny, coffees, please.
Yes. And before I do the coffees, I just want to make sure it's known that I do not hate Dimash. I love Dimash. I wish we could be best friends.
Oh, your statement earlier.
I envy. Yes, let everybody know. I think that's clear, but we'd be those friends where I love him, but I'd always be like sort of a little bit jealous of him because he's just got it all. Just takes me from high school.
You got him on height, so you could technically look down.
Barely.
On him.
It's like the one thing I got on him. Like I barely got that. Yeah. Okay. So we got definitely some copies
Yes.
come in. Oh, all right. So we got Antonina. Ooh, beautiful name. Let me see if I can say the last name. Antonina Cherednichenko.
Glad I didn't try that.
I love that. That's great. For the best reactors ever. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Hi, Lenore.
Kristen bought us 3 coffees. She says, "Love you all."
Thank you.
Our girl Joy Robinson bought us 3 coffees. Dimash twice in 1 month. Be still, my heart. Thank you guys. Love you so much.
Happy, and actually it will be 3 times because we have a new music video we're going to react to. We're going to try to get that up before the end of the month as well.
Yeah. Lewis Stevens bought 3
Lewis.
copies. Autumn Strong is such a beautiful song. Also, the conductor is great.
These are from Lewis, so I had to
Oh,
chime
nice.
them as well. Thank you.
Nice. Yep. And Shelby bought us 3 coffees. Did you hear that Lara Fabian has invited Dimash to be a special guest at her June 3rd concert in London?
Yes, I did hear that. I read that.
We've
I
heard
saw
rumblings
that.
of such things,
I'm
yes.
envious of that because I cannot be there, but I'm looking forward. Hopefully there's some great video content of that we can react to, which would be amazing.
Yeah. Latte lover. Johnny, you have more life experience than Dimash, aka I'm older. Yes.
Yep, it's see, so much better.
So much better. Yeah, that's great.
All right, back to
Thanks
Aggie.
for trying, though, Latte. Thanks for trying.
Let's continue our story.
Wasn't that wonderful? Next, Dimash sang The Show Must Go On, a powerful song by the band Queen. But Dimash made it his own, starting with a gentle opera, then rocking out with the orchestra, and finishing with a note so high it sparkled like a star. Let's all listen together, but remember, this is a bedtime story, so try not to get too excited.
Oh, I love her. All right, here we go.
You know, we have a growing list of backup moms. I'd say she's on the list now.
Oh, for sure.
If anything happens to our moms, we got a good strong list.
Oh my goodness.
Not that they want to be our moms, but it's a
Also-
tough job.
Also, we're probably the same age, so that's just weird. Don't forget, I'm older than you.
No, you just have more life experience, Richard.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Also, Raquel Alves, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, Richard and Johnny from Portugal. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate it. All right, here we go.
Love it. No.
Empty spaces. What are we living for? Abandoned places. I guess we know.
I would not recognize this song.
On and on. Does anybody know what we are looking for? Another hero. Another mind to describe behind the curtains. In the pantomime, hold the line. Does anybody want to take it anymore? Show must go on.
Now I would know it.
Show must go on.
Oof.
Inside my heart is breaking. My makeup may be flaking, but my smile still stays on. Whatever happens, I leave it all to chance. Another courage, another failed romance. On and on. Does anybody know what we are looking for?
You can see the inner bang going
Another
out too.
hero.
Yep.
Another mind describe behind the curtain. In the
reminds me.
pantomime, hold the line. Does anybody want to take it anymore? Show must go on. Show must go on. Inside my heart is breaking. My makeup may be flaking, but my smile still stays on.
Yes! Was that a violin? Electric violin?
Sure
They're
is.
distorting it.
That's awesome.
Woo!
You don't see that too often. That is.
My soul is painted like the wheels of butterfly.
Oh, we're still watching that again. I thought it was an electric violin at first, so it's a real violin, but then they fed it through what's called a distortion pedal, which takes it and it just distorts the signal to create
Yeah,
sounds like that and
It's a
delay and things like
guitar-esque
that.
sound, but
Yeah. Oh, that was so cool. And so what's different between this and the original? Is there fundamentally something different in terms of like the chord structure?
I'm a big Queen fan. I'm not that familiar with the song. I know the chorus like everybody else, but
Sure.
I haven't listened to this one too many times, so I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what's different.
It's definitely different tempo. And
Yeah, and obviously the orchestral backing.
exactly.
is
You got all
different.
those aspects. But I was wondering if there was a structural thing too. But it's
Yeah.
such a cool vibe going on.
So a couple interesting things too with this. So he modulates surprisingly. You got to modulate when you have a Dimash song, no matter
Yes.
what it is. So it starts out in B minor, then goes probably after I forget what it was, midway through the second verse, it goes up a half step. So by the time he's singing that chorus in C minor, the show must go on. So that C is the same C from the da, 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 right?
Right.
So it's the same C5, and I just want to point that out because he's doing something totally different with that same note. He's got more of a push, more of the chest. So it has that effect of seeming like it's. I mean, it's definitely got more energy, but it also seems higher than the other one. Remember, we were talking about sort of the other one seemingly for him seeming pedestrian, which, by the way, I saw,
Right.
there was something in the chat like pedestrian has different meanings. So pedestrian basically mean it's like sort of easy. It's like more
Commonplace. Just
commonplace. Yeah.
Yeah.
For him, it's still a hard note, no matter which is, how you spin it. But just the way he's able to manipulate the same note and make it sound and have a totally different effect that's part of his amazing skill set that he can do that.
For sure.
Yeah, and then the in-ear thing too. I just want to point that out. So he's got his left in-ear dangling out. So the reason he's doing that, well, it could be a couple of different reasons. Usually, it's just as a singer, and I mean, anytime really, but
A musician,
definitely
but yeah.
as a singer, it helps to hear the natural room sound, and that's and you'll see me during the show kind of take this out too, because even though these are great Westone Audios, they're amazing. They're the best
Yes.
in-ears I've ever owned. It's still like the room sound is still, it still sounds the best because you're not getting all the information. There's
Right.
there's a
So when
there's
you
a
can mix
vibrational aspect.
a clarity of, okay, this is what I'm, especially if you're a singer, this is what's happening, also connecting to the environment, the resonant space around you, it tends to be ideal.
Yeah, so that's why singers do that.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So I backed up a little bit. I want to hear the solo again.
Smile. Still stays on.
So this is the conductor, someone said in the chat.
That's so cool. The little hammer on.
My soul is painted
Great.
like the wings of butterflies. Fairy tales of yesterday, recall but never die. I can fly my fly.
Oh, Freddie would so approve of this.
Oh, hell yeah.
Show must go on. He's further to regret. I am never giving in. Got it.
Yeah, E flat.
He's further to regret. I am never giving in. Got
So you remember that C I was talking about before, that C5? I just went up another octave there. That's only Dimash can do.
That lowly C5. I mean, jeez.
Yes.
I got goosebumps still.
Yes, no. So those notes are not pedestrian, just so we're clear. that's something that very few people on the planet can do.
That's right. Because he can.
Because
I mean,
he
at
can.
some point, But there's, I mean, obviously, anyone who's a fan of Dimash, any deer, of course, or even if you just heard him like sing SOS, which is the next song, just even once, like you know there's a possibility. So part of your brain is looking for that. I often forget when I hear him sing because the relativity, the dynamics, like we were saying earlier, are already there. You forget. It's like, wait, this can go higher? Another modulation?
Yeah. I can tell you, I mean, I love Freddie Mercury. He's one of my favorites of all time.
It's fantastic.
He would tell you he couldn't hit that note. So that's
not like that.
I mean, and he had range, and I mean, obviously he had so many things going for him, which made him a legend. But yeah, I mean, that's quite an honor to have somebody like Dimash cover one of your songs. I think that would be a dream come true. You can sing any one of my songs. Dimash, this is a message to you. Take all of my songs. Just
feel
take
free.
them.
You have to modulate them 13 or 14 times to explore your range, but that's fine.
Yeah, he only has 3 more octaves than I do, probably 4.
Oh,
actually,
my goodness.
Definitely 4.
All right, so we are continuing on with our bedtime story. Here is Aggie.
For his last song, Dimash sang SOS, Dans Terrien en détresse, a beautiful French song. This time he was joined by a cellist named Hauser, and together they made music that sounded like a dream. Dimash's voice and the cello danced together, making everyone feel like they were floating. Be sure to pay close attention to how this song makes you feel so you can share those feelings with all of us. And Richard, it's okay if you cry. We understand.
Oh, Richard. She's great. I love her. That voice, man. And just, I mean, talk about presence.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We love this song. We've reacted to it, 3 times now? And we knew this song before our first reaction. We almost never reacted to Dimash because we already heard the original, I think. Or I know I did anyway. So it's just kind of off our radar for a while. We kept putting it off, and I'm so glad that changed. So, and here we are today.
By the way, with the illness that he's dealing with, and the hand, which doesn't affect your voice, but it's still kind of like a distraction. It's just, it's just something else to think about.
Exactly. Yeah, holding the mic, like everything feels a little different. Sure.
But I mean, just to have that going into a situation like this, to have the poise, because it's got to be stressful to be like, okay, I'm singing with a full orchestra, and I'm not at my, my peak or whatever.
Right.
Wise.
It's televised, sold out show, like all that stuff. Yeah.
I mean, that's all the pressures of being a singer and amplified by being a world-class singer where everybody is expecting perfection at all times. I mean, and to go in with that much, like I said, like that poise and being calm and to just be able to bring it. I mean, that's amazing.
All right, here we go.
So haunting.
I know. So, I'm glad Aggie pronounced the full musical or song name. I didn't have to in French.
All day. Just give me this. Just all day.
Oh, man. What a musician.
I'll never get sick of that.
I get criticized a lot in the comments for laughing or smiling at parts that are very serious. I don't care. That's amazing, and it brings me joy. I'm gonna smile and I'm gonna laugh. It fills my heart.
You feel your feelings, buddy.
Thanks. I'm gonna back it up again. His voice with cello in sync, it was just the blend of those instruments makes some like superpower instrument. I don't know what it is, but that because he already has. We've said this in the past. He has a stringed instrument quality to his voice. That there's a part of his tone is we've compared it to string instruments before, just in the nature of just how he's able to move it around and the range of notes and everything. To hear it in sync with Hauser like this is just so cool.
Yeah, and by the way, two fretless instruments, so the voice obviously doesn't have frets.
Exactly.
You got the stringed instruments, which, there's basically my point is there's room for error. There's a lot of room for error, and if you're, it doesn't take much on a stringed instrument, cello, violin, viola, for your intonation or your tuning to be totally off. So it's like you have to be so precise. So you have two instruments that are, when they're
inherently flawed by nature,
and they're inherently flawed, and they are right on. I mean, that's virtuosic, virtuosity. All right, I'm gonna back it up. We're gonna hear that part again. Even that slide off. That moment right there, can you pause it real quick? I feel like
pause it or play it again. I feel like you want me to play it again.
There was a 5-year span for you as a singer, as a vocalist, where this was your whole aim was that moment. That's what you wanted.
Not this song, but that moment. Yes.
But to be able to do something like that F sharp scream. Oh my god,
that's my goal.
This is Richard's dream right here.
And I did it.
You did very well at it.
Yeah, I did it many times, but I did a rock version of it. I definitely had a growl and other aspects to it. I did the sense of velvety smoothness and control that Dimash has. I didn't want to imply for a second I did that. I got the note, but definitely in a rock element. I got away with a controlled scream, if you will.
Yeah, in all fairness, I mean, he's on a level all of his own for the world, so don't feel like a failure. But you did very well. But that is what you wanted so much.
100%.
That type of scream. Oh my god!
And that's why we're going to listen to it again.
Jesus.
It's G5 actually, so one full step above that.
That's right. once again, as we've discussed, he's probably naturally a baritone. I think we've pretty much come to that conclusion. He's a natural baritone, which means
for sure
his natural range, where his chest voice resides, and his head voice, it's more of like a typical male, probably a little bit higher. So when he's singing notes like that, that is pure technical mastery, because it's not just like you get Sebastian Bach, who's a great vocalist, but like he's got a naturally higher voice, I guess.
For sure,
right?
yeah.
A lot of those
got a sweet
80s,
spot.
80s singers, like they were natural tenors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just their range of notes, they were just born that way. But they couldn't get the low notes that Dimash gets.
Right.
So the fact that he's hitting, F sharp 5s and then going into the head voice falsetto, an F sharp 6. That's ridiculous. That's so. It's freakish.
Don't go anywhere yet, guys. We've got a little bonus video to watch, but yeah, that's not even on the piano. I lost my Dimash cam.
Yeah,
I had to replace my webcam like months and months ago, but a year ago I had the Dimash cam, which showed most of the piano, but still didn't get all of his range. Yeah, so this is the note we were talking about, to go up 12 notes from there.
So he's hitting that first one. That's
right.
More of a chest blend.
Correct.
It's definitely a blend, but
the folds have to thin. It can't be full chest voice at that point.
Yeah. So, but the fact that he's making it sound like it's a full chest voice sound is that's the talent. That's the ridiculous skill.
Just brilliant.
I love this version of this song too, and that we saw the recorded version where they were outside and they show that in the background of that.
Right.
This one to me trumps that, because that's totally live, and it's just got everything you love in a live performance.
There.
It's just got the resonant sound, just that the natural verb sound, and the just the passion that goes into that live performance.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing like
incredible.
That is
just a perfect song for him.
Yeah, and I love that compared to, I love the original version of that too. And then the first version we saw on the singing show, which I don't remember the name of.
Either. You guys will
which we loved that, but this is, again, give me orchestration for everything. I would say this is one of my favorite songs too.
Yeah. Beautifully
Actually,
done.
that one, was the orchestra playing? It sounded like there was like a distortion guitar. I didn't see. Okay.
Well, I think there's the violin again. Maybe.
Was it? Obviously the cellist was playing, and I love that version of it.
Oh yeah, with Hauser. But I think the violin played again coming in later on. But maybe that wasn't the guitar off to the side. But I didn't see it on the stage.
Yeah. Either way,
I am a
love
singer.
That version.
Thank you, Shelby. That's the that original version that kind of broke out.
I'm a singer.
Right.
Yes.
So we're going to continue our story here, our little lullaby, if you will, with Dimash mixed in. Check it out.
Listening to Dimash always makes my heart so happy. And even though this story is coming to an end, there are still so many more songs to listen to. Songs that can take us on adventures, help us dream, and fill our hearts with wonder. So let's close our eyes, and as we drift off to sleep, let's let Dimash send us off to dreamland, ready for more magical music tomorrow.
Buonanotte mio bel, tutto sparso di fiori, calma dormi così, e non sorgere del dì.
Nothing like a little Brahms.
Ooh,
that was cool.
Se il Signore lavar, ti ridesti mio bel, nella gloria del sol.
I don't know where Aggie found this.
Tutto sparso di fiori, calma dormi così.
I know.
Everything is so crisp.
Tone right there. Love that glissando.
nella gloria del sol. Good night.
Good night, Bert. Good night, Ernie. Good night,
Aggie.
dears.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, she's great. She is great. What a good idea.
Thank you, Aggie, for the bedtime story. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us today. Do we have any other coffees? I want to make sure I don't miss anybody.
Shelby was the last one. Yeah, that was.
Thank you again, Shelby. Thank you, everybody, for your support. As always, do consider becoming a Throw Only member as well. As little as one coffee per month gets you access to our Sunday shorts and other exclusive content. And I guess that's it for today. We will be back with Dimash. I don't think it's gonna be. It's gonna either be next week or the one after. We're gonna react to his latest music video, so keep a lookout for that. We hope you have an amazing day. We love you all. Oh, hi, Hitomi. Sorry I missed you earlier. And Agnes is here. Hello, hello. We love you all. Thank you, everybody,
Agnes,
for hanging out.
Thanks, guys.
Bye,
for showing up.
everyone.
Thank you.